will you trust a fintech enough to put substantial money there to get something? Because this is why I'm saying this. PalmPay, for instance, made really, really killer announcements. I think yesterday or 2 days ago. And here are the interesting details. They said, they've hit 25 million users. 25 million users, and they have 75% customer retention rate, whatever that means. I don't know yet. We'll come back to that. Then, to the icing on the cake was they are launching a new savings plan with 20% interest rate. 20% annual interest rate. Now, what I find weird about this is 20% is quite high for the industry.
Yeah.
15 to 18. Carbon, I think Kuda, then OP is around 18. I wasn't sure how those guys were even doing that. Now they are making this thing 20. Piggyvest, I think it's around 10 or 12%.
Yeah. Highest is 14. And that's for a longer term plan. No, it's not
1 year.
No, I think it's about the 1 to 2 year plan. Yeah.
They have up to 38 months.
So it increases the longer you are keeping the money with them. But even then, it's what do you call it? It's still around 14%.
Okay, so there are two sides to the PalmPay issue. Let's dissect it now. Is this thing 30 minutes or 1 hour?
I don't know.
We are already out of time.
Okay.
So you have a few seconds left.
You fast forwarded it.
So fast forward anything.
Okay, please.
Okay, let's just make this quick.
Okay, let's make this snappy, right? But number one, the 20% savings interest, how sustainable it is. Number two, those numbers. They said they are doing $5 billion monthly. $5 billion, that is about 3.7 trillion naira.
That's in transactions processed, right?
Yes, value of transactions processed. 3.7 trillion naira. Big Chief said all these trillions you are sharing, there is God do. But yeah, jokes aside, those numbers. Then they said, so as of August 2022, last year, PalmPay had 200,000 agents. Let's start with the numbers part of this.
Okay.
Yeah.
They had 200,000 agents. Now they have 500,000 agents. That is 500K.
Okay.
So meaning in less than 1 year, they've increased their agency banking service by 150%. Then their user, as at August 2022, it was 10 million. In less than 1 year, their user base has increased by 150% to 25 million.
Okay.
That is just in the space of 10 months.
Say 10 months. 11
yes,
months.
10, 11 months. That's what they've done. And they said, okay, it was the cash crunch from January that gave them a very big boost. So we all remember when they brought the Naira redesign and people were looking for cash. So Chikanosu, the MD of PalmPay Nigeria, said they saw this thing coming when the CBN initially released circular. So they were prepared. Immediately the whole cash crunch came, they deployed agents, they call their nearby agent services, for people to come and swap their Naira notes.
Okay.
That was the service they launched at that time. That act alone gave them a lot of customers. So their agents were now swapping Naira notes for people. Then in this period, I think we all know that, okay, if you want to transfer money now and you want to receive it fast, so that you're using OP or you're using PalmPay. Then if you are going to a store to buy something, look at the POS that they're using. If it's not Money Point or OP or PalmPay, just forget about it. In fact, Money Point most of the time, right? So this is so what we are saying, if what they are saying is anything to go by, this cash crunch boosted their user base by 15 million people.
So
you are saying
I'm digesting those
very interesting numbers, but let's start from the one that we won't spend too much time. 20% interest rate. I'm no finance expert, but until the likes of Piggyvest and Cowrywise came with 8%, 9%, 13%, 14%, banks were giving us around 1% or 1.5%. If your bank was good enough, maybe 2 to 3%. That was what the banks were. Okay, no, I think it was usually around 1 to 1.5% interest rate on on your account, and I think it was even on just current accounts at some point. So these guys came and they said, we don't have the overhead costs that banks have, so we can pass on that cost savings to the customer and give them more money. And of course, a lot of people took up that offer. Now, the problem is they have PalmPay can't say that they do not have a piggyvest cost, because they can't say there's a cost that
I'm willing to bet that they have higher costs than piggyvests, because there's a lot of offline distribution play going on.
Exactly.
Which piggyvest is not doing now.
So most offline distribution play are not as expensive as you think.
They may not be as expensive
I'm talking
as
of the volume.
think, but
for the volume they are doing.
Have you seen
isn't it those people that are making their own money?
They are making their own money, but you want to tell me they are not incurring costs?
How are you going to find? So for me to maybe activate agents, I need to go out. You can't just assume that
there's training involved.
Yeah, there's training.
Yeah.
If you want
as
to,
if there is training. Please go on.
But there's a lot that is involved. So at the very least, you're hiring more people to do this. You're going to be hiring more employees actually, in order for you to do, whether they are contract staff or whether they are permanent staff. You definitely hire more employees. So I'm curious to know, where are they getting the where are they getting the extra money that they can now use to make up that extra 6% interest that they are giving to entice more customers.
So PalmPay has a lending service.
Yes,
that legendary lending service that became a meme on social media. So they were very aggressive with the collection and everything. Yeah. So for context to non-financial expert side, this is like a top-down explanation of how the financial services space works. The money that you deposit in your account does not really stay in your account. The bank lends it out. That's how the banks make money. So they lend it either to a high yield interest the investment, to say the government or pension funds or whatever, right? So the question in my head is, who is PalmPay going to be lending these deposits to be able to give you 20% returns?
Exactly,
now,
because they now have to be lending to someone that can give them higher than 20%.
Yes,
for them to giving it to
crypto. Please, just hide. Just hide. So their individual loans, I think they are paying between 30 to 50% annual interest in their loans. That is the. So some of what these guys have, they're doing up to 50-60% annually in interest. So once you pay back your loans, so if they're going to be doing that, that means they are lending to millions of people. Number one. Or maybe not millions, maybe thousands of people. They're lending to thousands of people. Then two, their non-performing loan
has to be very low,
very very low.
And here's the thing: where every bank,
individuals are high risk.
Of course, we can't see their numbers, but every fintech keeps on saying that they have non-performing loan ratio of like.
Have you seen Kuda's non-performing loan ratio?
Well, yes. So it was that Kuda one that now made us start thinking twice. But everybody you talk to tell you that 99.9% of our customers repay their loans, and of course, without seeing their books, I can't say that they are lying. I can just say, are you sure? But I can't explicitly say.
Knowing Nigerians.
Yeah, I can't say with a lot of confidence that you're lying, except I've seen your books. So the issue now is, where are they going to get this money? But then never say never. This could be a play for them to, ramp up user acquisition as well. Yeah, I already saw someone who I think it was your tweet. The person saw and the person said, "Oh, let me run and go and reactivate my PalmPay account." So people may get in, but like the other question you asked, 75%
user retention.
Yeah, user retention. That's now the second question. So I opened a PalmPay account out of curiosity, just to see the services you offer and all of that. Are you going to call me? And maybe I open the app once in a while.
Yeah, one of those 25 million users. Probably it has reached 26 million by now.
Okay, so I am one of them.
Yes.
I don't know, user retention. If I send 200 naira, maybe every month, do I also count?
Look at you.
Okay, interesting.
If you buy airtime or if all you do with PalmPay is recharge,
Recharge.
I'm willing to bet you're an active user.
I see.
So if they say they have 75% user retention, they're telling me about 18 million of their customers are active. I'm laughing, but it is maybe not. I'm careful not to wave this away as because we've seen what Obe and Moneypoint did with their offline distribution play. So PalmPay's model is also a similar model to these two, and it makes sense. And but my concern now is for the numbers and the interest rates to add up. 20% interest rate. Guys, let us know what you think about
if
PalmPay.
you're exactly if you're a financial expert, you can
You can
help
Yes.
us
yes.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
not-
it's possible that they raised $140 million. It's possible that they're using this as a customer acquisition cost. They might not be making any money from
with.
this.
Need that money by now. It was 2022 or be 2021.
If you are processing $5 billion every month and your cut is only 1%, think about it. $50 million $50 million every month.
every month.
If your cut is only 1% from that, think about it. So yeah, that's by the way, Sha. But guys, let us know what you think. If you see this clip anywhere, or you hear it anywhere, please give us your comments on Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, anywhere.